Hey y'all, and welcome back to Murder Monday. So sorry about last week. Speaking of murder, Mother Nature was trying to murder me. And I just was unable to make it to the studio to record last episode. So we're going to resume this week. Hope you guys don't hate me. Hope you missed me. I missed you. So this week we're discussing the Netflix murder docuseries called American Murder, The Family Next Door. This was a sad one, you guys. I mean, they're all sad because, I mean, people being murdered is always sad, but this one hit me differently because it was a little baby. When it involves kids, it just crushes my soul. Anyway, let's get into it. So we're going to just go down the timeline of events leading up to the murder of Shanann Watts, 34, Celeste Watts, 4, and Bella Watts, 3, at the hands of Chris Watts, husband and father of the year, of the century. Disclaimer, before we get into it, just know it's a real trifle. It's just a trifling story. So this saga basically begins in 2018 when Shanann announced her pregnancy. So let's watch the video. Let's just get into it and then we'll discuss.
We did it again. I like that shirt. Really?
Really?
That's awesome. So pink means...
That's just the test.
I know. It just says the pink is going to be girls.
I don't know. Just the test.
That's awesome.
So I don't know. My spidey senses just detected like it's a little bit off. Shanann's energy to me was just off in this video. So backstory: Shanann was diagnosed with lupus. Apparently, with lupus, it is extremely hard to conceive, and so I would have assumed that she would be super happy and like super excited that she was pregnant. But I don't know, this video, what does it feel like to y'all? It didn't give like, oh my God, I'm expecting a bundle of joy with my man. Like, we about to do this again. Like, oh my gosh. Like, it just gave like, yeah, she was just very much, yeah. And he was like, pink was pink meat. She was like, that's just a test. Like, it was very matter of fact. She was very, I don't know, it gave very much cold. He was acting like he was happy, okay? I don't know if it was because the camera was there, but he gave, like, at least he gave a little bit of excitement. Shanann was not so much. I don't know. I just feel like there was just some kind of animosity already going on. This happens in May of 2018. Now, in June of 2018, Chris begins his affair with Nicole, a chick from work. If you catching what I'm catching, this is a month later, okay, that he starts his affair. It's not that he had an affair going on already. He begins a new affair, a brand new affair, 1 month after his wife tells him that she's pregnant with their third child. Trifling is all that's coming to mind right now. They're like, huh? Child. So he starts this affair knowing that around this time his wife and children were going to go on an extended vacation to see his parents in North Carolina. They went there for 5 weeks. Chris was going to join them towards the end of the trip. So they was going to be gone for a long time. So that's probably why he even initiated one, because he probably was like, ooh, house to myself. Like, I'm finna be out here in these streets. That's what it's giving. So during this time when Shanann and the kids go to North Carolina with his family, mind you, she just started noticing strange behavior. Like, she would text her friends and be like, girl, he acting so weird. Like, we don't even talk. And, like, he just giving very much something going on. Whole time, he had been wanting to dine in Miss Nicole. And see, this is why a lot of men get caught up, because they can't keep up the same energy in life. They can't. They be talking about being multitaskers. They good at multitasking. They're not, because you always gonna feel some kind of energy switch. That's why we always catch them cheating, because as women, we're so like in tune to like energetic frequencies. We just pick up when something like, whoo, it's off. Something going on. The women intuition be like, He don't never use that emoji. Why he using this emoji? He cheating. Child, he had to took Nicole on a whole overnight trip to the Great Sand Dunes, like exotic trips and stuff, taking pictures with Nicole, like oh God, this man had a whole girlfriend. Okay, so whole time that he's getting his freak on and having time of his life, Shannon is getting into it with his parents. Allegedly, Celeste, which is the 4-year-old daughter, has a peanut allergy, and the parents were like ignoring the peanut allergy, giving her stuff. And she's like, get your mama, cause before I cuss her ass out. So this time she on vacation, but she's not having a time. Child, he like, Miss, you handle that. I'm busy. I'm with the love of my life. It was just a lot of pent up energy between them, because he felt like she was kind of driving a wedge between him and his family. She was telling like her friends like about their marital problems and just being like, he acting real weird. When we went to get the ultrasound for the baby, I tried to like squeeze his hand and he squeezed back, and it's just like he was, his energy was just off, baby, because he was on to the next. He was like, girl, hurry up so I can get back to the love of my life. You doing too much. She even wrote, Chris and I are not compatible anymore. She said that Chris also stated that he thought the baby would fix things. Even texted, only thing I can think of, even though I don't think he has it in him, is another girl. Make no mistake, them always have it in them. They're men. They have it in them. I don't care how good a man is. Don't ever put it past them. Oh yeah, so this is T2. So Chris joins his wife and children in North Carolina on July 31st. Around a week prior, on June 25th, Chris Google searched for when to say I love you for the first time in a new relationship. Why? Girl. He even spent July 4th at Nicole's family house. Oh my God, so trifling. So trifling. This man didn't give one. Wow. I done heard some trifling stories, but you moving like you really single. Why do authorities get all up in Nicole business and go through her search history? I don't know why this is so funny to me. They go through Nicole's search history, and apparently she searched, man I'm having an affair with says he would leave his wife. And I'm tickled because I would hate to be caught up in something and they go through my search history. She really went on Reddit and was like, he said he gonna leave his wife, like, blah, blah, blah. That's embarrassing. Ooh-wee. Anyway, so that's proof that she knew that man was married. He knew what she was getting into. But Nicole, I'ma spare you because you not the villain in this story all the way. So when Chris brings his crusty self to North Carolina finally to be with his family and his parents, Shannon realizes that he changed his background on his phone from a picture of her to a picture of the sand dunes that he took his girlfriend to. So they get back from North Carolina. Shanann leaves for a business trip to Arizona. Chris leaves the kids with a babysitter and takes Nicole out on a date. And because Shanann was already like suspicious, she was looking at the credit card statements and she saw that there was a charge for $60. So she probably said to herself, he can't eat $65 worth of food. Something must be going on. Who the fuck was he with? So she had to Google the place. You know how we do when we be investigating. I mean, look, I'm gonna Google the place. I'm gonna see what type of ambiance it is. So she was suspicious of this charge. Shanann was due to fly home on the 12th and her flight was delayed. So she came home on the 13th and her friend dropped her off at home. That was the last time she was seen. But so this was around 1:48 a.m. She gets home. She has a doctor's appointment the next day. So her friend was reaching out to her like, hey, how was the doctor's or whatever. Never heard from her for the rest of the day. So she was the first one to sound the alarm. Like, something going on. My friend not responding. She supposed to go to the doctor. She ain't show up. I can't get in contact with her. Something ain't right. So her friend didn't waste no time. So Shanann's friend reaches out to Chris and is like, I can't get in contact with Shanann. Like, what's going on? Like, she all right? And he's like, oh, she's on a play date. Blah, blah, blah. But the friend wasn't buying it because she was just like, well, why is she not answering her phone? Like, who's she with? He couldn't give a name. Very suspicious or whatever. So Miss Girl reported it to the police. The police was over there at 1:40 p.m. So while they're there doing a wellness check, Chris comes home. And then they go inside to find Shanann's purse, phone, and medication that was all still there. So it was just giving like suspicious because if somebody was leaving town or just was like, I can't deal with this man anymore. I'm out of here. I'm taking the kids and I'm just going to disappear. You would at least take your medication and your purse and your phone. I mean, if you're gonna do it, do it better than that. Come on now. She went by her friend's house. How long she gonna be by her friend's house without her phone? Okay, then he gets this big stupid ass on the news. And let's watch it. This is watching what he has to say. This is now watching it back now, knowing full well that he did it. This is very audacious. One thing men gonna have is some audacity. Let's watch what he had to say.
I called her 3 times, texted her about 3 times just to say, what's going on. Like cause after I called her and texted her once, it's like maybe she was just busy. Like she had just gotten back, like everybody's probably calling her from her trip. She just got back from Arizona, and I figured she was just busy. But when her friend showed up, that's what it was like. It registered like, all right, this isn't right.
Do you think she just took off? Do you think?
I mean, right now I don't even want to just like throw anything out there. Like, I hope that she's somewhere safe right now and with the kids. But I mean, could she just taken off? I don't know. But if somebody has her and they're not safe, like I want them back now. Like that's what's in my head. Like if they're safe right now, they're gonna come back. But if they're not safe right now, that's the not knowing part. Like if they're not safe, last night I had every light in the house on. I was hoping that I would just ran over by the kids running in the door and just like barrel rushing me, but it didn't happen. And it was just a traumatic night trying to be here.
I'm gonna ask some kind of tough questions about your relationship with the kids.
Yeah, my kids are my life. I mean, those smiles light up my life. And just like, I mean, last night, like during when they usually eat dinner, it was just like I missed them. Like, I mean, I missed telling them, hey, you got to eat that, or you're not gonna get your dessert. And just like you're not gonna get your snack after. I missed that. Like I missed them. Cuddle up on their couches. They have like a Minnie Mouse couch and a Sophia couch that they cuddle up on and watch, Bubble Guppies or something. And it was just like, I was
done. Look how he
it was tearing me apart last night, and I needed that last night. And for nobody to be here last night and to go into their rooms and know that I wasn't going to turn the rain machines on. And I know that I wasn't going to turn their monitor on. I know I wasn't going to kiss them to bed tonight. It was that's why last night was just horrible. I couldn't do it. I want everybody to just come home. Like wherever they're at, come home. That's what I want.
Like, just shut up. Just shut up. He would have been so much better off if he had just shut up. So you already see that he ain't wrapped too tight. It was just a whole lot of nothing. Just talking. So later after that interview, authorities make him take a polygraph test, which he failed, obviously, because you know he wasn't gonna get in there and tell the truth. He fails a polygraph, and his affair is exposed. Somebody who work at their job is messy, because somebody from their job called and said, Chris and Nicole been dating on the low, like just in case y'all didn't know. Now you know. Mind you, the baby's name was supposed to be Nico. Not you was about to name your baby after your mistress. Not you was about, baby, he is toe up. Somebody from their job was being messy and called down to the police station and said, just so y'all know, him and Nicole been getting a little acquainted. It's been something going on between him and old girl. They messy, and I love it. So Nicole finds out, I guess on the news, that Chris, that his wife and children were missing, and she decided to call down to the police station too, and was like, hey, I've been seeing this guy, like, she was forthcoming. Oh, so the polygraph test happened after somebody from his job and his mistress called the police. So they questioned him. Obviously, he denied it. Denied. And then eventually he ends up confessing. They got him to confess by bringing in his daddy. And once his daddy came in there, he sang like a canary. Let's watch that.
And I put my hands around my wife's neck and did that.
As a parent, your child confesses to you that he murdered his wife. Because at first he didn't admit to killing the kids. He admitted to murdering the wife because she had murdered the kids or something like that was his story. As a parent, like, I don't know what my response would be. You would think that your child would never be capable of something like that. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. It was just like, how did these people exit the house? Nobody saw them leave. We can't track them to see if they went. So the police were like stumped until they checked the neighbor's security camera. So at early in the morning, I think it's about 5 a.m. or earlier, they see him like back his truck up into the driveway, and they see him putting stuff into the truck. They never see him carrying a body, or they never see the kids, but they see him acting suspiciously on camera. So the neighbor was like, no, he don't usually do that. He usually gets in his car and just drive off, but this time it took him like 30 something minutes to drive off. After Chris's arrest, Shannon's body was located at the Anadarko oil field, one of the locations where Chris worked. Shannon had been strangled at her home by her husband and moved to the site. After he strangled her, he put her in the car in the back seat with the children. The children were still alive. So the children were able to see their mother's dead body on the floor of the car. He drove the two girls to some oil tanks on one of the sites that he worked at. He smothered the two babies and then he threw their bodies in the oil tanks. He even admitted that Celeste begged him not to do it. Watts was officially charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of first-degree murder for causing the death of a person under the age of 12 by being in the position of trust, 1 count of unlawful termination of a pregnancy, and 3 counts of tampering with a deceased body. So he killed 3 of his children and his wife that day. Why did he do it? Who the hell knows? I feel like he just wanted out and he would have had the life he wanted with his new girlfriend. I don't know, like, Nicole, I'll just be trying to put myself in all their shoes, right? Imagine being a side chick to a dude and you find out he killed his entire family so he could be with you. Oh my God. Like, now you just like, damn, imagine like you in love with this man. And then you like, oh, he crazy. I can't even be with him. Like, before I couldn't be with you because you was married. Now I can't be with you because you a murderer. Like, you do too much, Chris. Chris, you did too much. You went too far, bro. And it was just done so sloppily. Like, I just don't understand what he thought was going to happen. Like, but I just feel like the moral of this story is when you feel like something is off with these men, it's better to just go about your business. Once they start switching up on you and acting crazy like that, I mean, you can't foresee. Nobody would have foreseen that it would have went this far, that he would have did something so crazy. But I'm sure there were signs that he was crazy. People don't become crazy overnight mostly. You know, it's a build up. You see a little signs here and there and you like, this nigga is off. So I just wish that we would heed the signs earlier and just not procreate with these men, Lord. Or these people in general. Because we got female murderers, we got male murderers. I don't even got no more words. Rest in peace, Shannon. Rest in peace, Celeste. And rest in peace, Bella. And also unborn Nico, who is going to be named after his father's mistress. Oh, Lord. This was a mess. Drop down in the comments and let me know how you felt about this story. And also, if you want me to cover a different murder that you thought was interesting, also, don't be afraid to tell me. And I'll look it up and we'll discuss it next week. Love you guys. Bye.